It's 1:00 right on the dot. I better blow the candles out. The girls will all be waiting in the lots.
You're listening to the Bell Tower Hour. It's 1:10 p.m. This is the Bell Tower Hour. I hope you're ready to live 1,000 lives.
Yes.
With us right now, actually, we have homies. Are you doing that? Right now we have homies.
We're live right now.
Magda Meringue with us right now. Hi, Magda.
What's up, guys?
Hi. We're going to talk about them, and we're going to talk about their new album. We're going to talk about their album release show. They're just sticking around right now because they're friends. We really like them. But before we get into all that, that song you just heard was Clouds to Hide In by Droid. And right now, I want to talk about some music news before we get into this whole day. What were we just talking about? Tidal. We were talking about Tidal. Now, Jay-Z, renowned rapper, artist, Brooklyn native, he owns Tidal famously, but turns out there's some issue going on here. It looks like Jay-Z has filed a suit against the previous owners of the service, saying he was given inflated subscriber numbers. I don't know how that's coming about right now. I mean, with Life of Pablo and Kanye being kind of popular. I mean,
a little bit.
What do you think, Tara?
I have no comment.
No comment. Tidal is sinking. The waves are rising.
Waves are over his head. I don't know.
Waves don't die.
I don't know what to think. So.
I mean, that's definitely big. I mean, that's a major competitor. So that's music news for you right there. Nothing really in Philly. So I'm going to just skip through that, I think.
Let's do upcoming shows.
But upcoming shows, that's awesome. Tonight, a lot of shows. I mean, it's Saturday. It's Philadelphia. We have Citizen Cope. He's at the, where is he? He's at Harrah's Casino hotel in Atlantic City, a little bit of a drive, but Big Gigantic is playing at Electric Factory. Real Big Fish is also in Atlantic City. Zed's Dead is at Festival Pier. We have Santana at the Tower Theater. That's kind of really cool. That's all tonight. No, Santana is really cool. And Barnes Courtney, he's playing at the Milk Boy. I saw him play the other night. He's really cool. He's a solo artist. And these are all tonight, and that's just one day. Tom Mackle, who went to, he's from Philly. He's playing tonight. So if you guys are looking for something to do.
Yeah, there's Johnny Showcase at Boot and Saddle. There's American Roots Ramble in Media. And there is Magic Man playing at Union Transfer as well. So there's some more shows.
Right. And even if you're up in Allentown, all of our Allentown listeners, Earth, Wind, and Fire is playing.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell my dad.
Yeah, it's, everybody up in Allentown is jamming. But, all right, so, there's a lot going on. There's so many shows in Philly. But we have a great show coming up right now. Magda is with us right now, Magda Meringue. They have new music coming up. Also, later on the show, we have Sonder. They have a new album coming out. They are a really cool emo hardcore rock band. They're really great. They were with us before. And then also...
We have Josh Lee Quintet coming in, so we have some live music coming your way.
Yeah, we're gonna be hearing a stand-up bass, and we're gonna be hearing a sax. It's gonna get really romantic in here. But right now,
it's a really intimate space.
We did light candles, so I'm feeling very sultry right now.
Before we get into that, I want to play a song. I want to play "Pony Up"
Woo.
by Marietta. Tara, this one goes out to you.
Oh, thanks.
Game over. Game over. Game over.
You are now listening to the Bell Tower Hour.
Game over. Game over. Game over.
first nights. I won't be fooled though, because there's no love within it.
It's 1:20 p.m.
Woo.
This is the Bell Tower Hour. Lucy Stone, I hope you're still listening. That song you just heard was Sherry Snifter by the lovely Magda Meringue, Witchcore Pop with us right now. Thank you, Magda.
Hey, you guys.
I love the Witchcore, honestly. I think I fantasize about you guys being magical, honestly.
How
But
do you know we're not?
I don't. You look it. But so we just heard Sherry Snifter, and that's coming off of your next release, correct?
Fuzzy Logic.
Fuzzy
Fuzzy
Logic.
Logic. Before we get into that, I want to ask, where did Magda Meringue come from? Where was Magda Meringue born? The identity.
Magda Meringue, I guess, like, part of it was born, 27 years ago when our mom popped us out, I guess.
For everyone listening, the Magda Meringue is made up of two sisters that are identical twins to me. I don't choose favorites, but
But no, Lauren and I were studying in different countries, and then we came back and started writing music together. It was kind of like rebirth in another country, and then in other countries, and then
Bringing that fusion together.
Right.
Which
All of a
country
sudden-
from where?
Oh, well, Lauren was in France, and I was in Austria.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not saying that's the beginning.
I was
of
just
it,
trying to
but-
give our mom some credit,
But no, I can hear even that a little bit of like Balkan gypsy swag, in your music.
He just spits
What?
it out.
You guys don't listen to Balkan gypsy
Good
music?
music writer. I like those descriptive words.
Right.
Yeah, I'd
Right.
like to think that you can hear my past. You can hear our childhood in the music or something.
Yeah.
Wow, that's poetic.
Is that what I've been hearing?
So,
Yeah.
A lot of composers, they'll describe their music as coming from their homeland or
Right.
something.
Right. And like
Right.
your homeland is now Europe.
It's a mixture, I don't know.
I guess our homeland right now is Philly,
Philadelphia.
because everyone here has embraced us, so
Right.
it's good.
That is great.
Especially you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks,
So what's
Bell
it like
Tower.
working with Bell Tower? Do you?
Bell Tower,
Yeah.
we've had a whole, slew of different types of people, all really talented people and very supportive. Oh,
Yeah, he wants you to get closer to the mic, kind of like this.
really close like that?
Really get to know that Michael.
Yeah, I mean, we were signed on last spring, and since then we've seen 3 different groups of really talented students.
They're all in this room right now.
Yeah.
Most of them are in this room right now.
To clarify, Magda Meringue is lucky enough to be affiliated with Temple's record label, which is Bell Tower Music. And they are right now the featured artist, the special featured artist. We are promoting them. This radio show was run out through Bell Tower Records, so we love Magda. That's why we wanted
We love you
to
too.
have you on.
Yeah.
And you guys have a show coming up to rep and promote the album, but how about we talk about that before we play Versions of Love?
Yeah. for
So let's
sure.
talk about the Fuzzy Logic.
Yeah, where's Fudgy Fudgy Logic? Where's
little
Fuzzy?
hungry.
I am hungry now. Where does that come from? That weird but awesome title.
It's kind of sexual.
Yeah, I like. I keep wanting to say fuzzy. What's that drink? Fuzzy nipple? Could I say that on the radio?
Lauren, you're doing a really good job of explaining Fuzzy Logic. So
I
I'm
do?
gonna
Yeah.
Oh, God, but
'Cause
okay, well, she's the one
I
who...
started with the idea, but you.
Julia's the
explained it
one who
better.
came up with it. I mean, I would just say that fuzzy logic is kind of a concept about perception, how you are perceiving and how you're being perceived. So that the album was kind of, or it's an EP. It's a
5 songs.
yeah, it's 5 songs, and it's a collection of things that she and I wrote separately. Jules and I. Sorry, you can't see my face. This is Lauren. Hello.
There you go.
And we bring things together from having written them separately and whatnot, but the concepts that we're writing about are all very much when I think about Versions of Love, it's about being someone maybe seeing you a certain way and not really giving you that time to to allow any sort of acceptance or knowledge or understanding of your ways. It's kind of just this like passive, you don't bother or care to understand someone. So fuzzy logic is kind of that like that gray area of not giving someone a chance, essentially.
Or even like maybe knowing something but not knowing it correctly too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuzzy logic. I get
Yeah.
it now. It's
Right.
starting to make
Maybe.
sense.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
with you.
she explained it to me a while ago. Like as she, Julia, as she like
It's different
was
ideas
reading
of
about
the
it.
truth. Like my truth could be different from yours.
Right.
You know.
And really what it kind of came from was, I mean, this is going to get like dark fast, but it's like right after the attacks in like France happened is kind of when I started to explore that, you know, someone doing something thinking that, you know,
That's their ways.
that is their way, that's the right way, and you know, in effect, you know, taking lives and not really seeing that as something that's valued. So it's really just, you know, an idea about values and what your society holds to be valuable.
Well, I can see how that applies even to something as extreme as that, and then as small scale as like maybe a
Personal,
relationship
yeah.
maybe,
Exactly.
or something.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that-
I
that's
get like
applicable.
really like deep and like introspective when I think about it. So
Fuzz up
you
your
know,
logic,
yeah,
yeah.
it fuzzes up some things.
Overwork things and then
Yeah.
we edit each other. So
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So I want to play Versions of
censors
Love
me.
right now.
great.
This
We'll
is
play
your
this is the single, right? The first
Yeah,
single
yeah.
from DP.
This one we actually recorded at Everloft Studios in Chalfont.
Shout
Homies,
out.
Bell Tower
Fred and
homies.
Joe, shout out.
Fred and Joe. So we'll play Versions of Love right now. We'll come back, talk a little bit more, play another song. But right now, let's play Versions of Love. Here we go.
This time it's over and done, and of course I'm nowhere I thought I'd be. I can't help living in and out of love. Which version of love should I keep? I don't want your fuzzy logic, I struggle without it. Don't you insulate? Don't you know I don't belong? Always wrong, don't explain. I don't wanna wonder if it lasts. On in a flash, don't forget me. This time it's over and then of course I'll never repeat. The line is green, you got somewhere to be. I can't help where I live, I can't help what I am. What version of love should I keep? Should I be without a trace, be without a face, as angular as Cuba isn't going any place? No. It hasn't any evidence of getting acquainted with you or any love is crawling out from a painting. Without a face. Following the pretty leader, what about the lonely leader? And I know I don't belong, always wrong, which one's me? So pretty, so kill me, if I help you, help me. This time it's over and done, and of course I'm nowhere I thought I'd be. I can't help where I live or what I am. If I help, you'll help me. This time it's over and then of course, if I help, you'll help me. The line is green, you got somewhere to be. I can't help where I live, I can't help what
Game over. Game over. Game over.
You are now listening to the Bell Tower Hour.
Game over. Game over. Game over.
All right. Welcome back to Bell Tower Hour. The time is now 1:31. We're still with Magda.
Yeah.
Glad to have him on the show. Yeah, we're going to start talking about this show coming up, the release party for Fuzzy Logic. I can now say it. So it's on the 14th?
Yeah,
All right, and it's going to be at
14th.
Time at the Absinthe Lounge. Do you guys want to talk about that a little bit? What's coming up with you guys? Let's do this.
It's coming up.
Yeah, like with the show. Like, are you guys excited to get the album out?
Yeah, I mean it's been like a real labor of love. We've been recording it since September, so like it's kind of taken longer than we would have liked, but it's really a nice representation of where we would go with an album, like, you know, a full album. Did 2 more songs than we thought we were going to. We thought it was going to be like a 3-song EP, but we kicked it into high gear in like the last 2 weeks when we were given like a deadline. That's usually when we work best.
Yeah.
When we're
You guys added Spiel
procrastinating.
and another one,
Versions
right?
of
Versions
Love.
of
Oh,
Love,
Versions-
it was already in like a writing production, but you know, that had to get finalized, and we were kind of questioning whether or not we'd have enough time to finish that, and we did. And then, you know, quickly got a photo shoot in there. One of our dear friends, Caitlin, as she took a bunch of pictures of us, and we decided to use the bulk of them for the EP, like the cover and the back and everything.
So from that point, it was just like we were completely just flying to the finish line almost.
Right.
We were at like
With the help of all
Everloft
you
like
guys.
every day of the week and recording, and
It was
they were
definitely cool to
mixing
see like
and-
the final process.
Yeah.
The EP turned out great. Because I was listening, cause I was there for the drum set for was it Waterfall Figure? I was there for the
Yes.
drum tracking in Studio G, and
Yeah.
it's definitely a full circle to see the final, the
Yeah,
finished
totally.
EP. So.
That song actually is one of the ones that like when I have headphones on actually gives me like chills.
Chills.
Yeah,
Yeah, same.
just because like Julia had such a very specific idea of what it would be like at the beginning, and then just like the fact of being able to take it from start to finish and like have it be almost exactly how she wanted it is really cool. So
Great, awesome. Well,
Yeah.
thanks again for coming in. We're gonna finish up this section with we're gonna do the Alive cover that you guys did of the Sia.
Yeah.
So are you guys cool with
if
that?
that's what you want. Yeah. I mean,
Well,
girl, put it
or
on.
we can do we have Sexy Lexi, which starts off our show, or we could do what's Soundbite, Dale?
It's just a clip.
Oh, okay. So we're not gonna do that one, but let's finish it off with Alive by
Okay.
Sia,
Yeah, sure.
and let's get it going.
All right. Thank you,
Thanks, guys.
I was born in a thunderstorm. I grew up overnight. I played alone, I'm playing on my own. I survived. Hey, I wanted everything I never had, like the love that comes with life. I wore Ambien and hated, I survived. I had a one-way ticket to the place where all the demons go, where the window promised that I was in pain. I knew what I wanted and went out and got it. Did all the things that you said that I wouldn't. I told you that I never would be forgotten, and all in spite of you. I'm still breathing. I'm still breathing. I'm still breathing. I'm still breathing.
We're back.
I love
That song you
21
just heard
Pilots.
was "I'm Alive" by Sia, performed by the lovely Magda Meringue. Thank you
Oh,
guys for coming.
stop.
Thank you
Just
for coming
stop.
in.
And tell Austin we said hi. And we
will,
There is
yeah.
a third member of
Austin's,
this
like,
band.
driving here
He's
to
a
come
working
get us
man.
right now.
So,
Yeah.
He is
you
a working
know.
man on the kit.
Yes.
Yeah, killed it.
So you guys got your show coming up April 14th.
April 14th, same day, EP release.
day.
Pick it up. Pick up a copy.
Fuzzy Logic, Magda Meringue, April 14th.
Time.
Show. Time.
Upstairs.
That's in Center City. Like if you're looking for a Center City
Samson.
swag,
Hmm.
13th
Tom to
and
time,
Sansom.
and you be on time.
Yeah.
on time.
At time. But not frozen in time. like
8
last
p.m.
time.
Yeah.
Like last.
All right, Magda, thanks for coming in.
Thank
Yeah,
you guys
thank
so
you.
much.
Yeah.
Let's just
Woo!
Oh,
Thanks, Bell Tower.
Thank you, Magda.
And we're just going to play Ambivalence by Ruggs right now. Thank you.
Place that rifle on the deck at your feet and step back away from it.
What is your major malfunction, numbnuts? Didn't Mommy and Daddy show you enough attention when you were a child?
You're listening to the Bell Tower Hour.
You are now listening to the Bell Tower Hour.
It's 1:46 p.m. This is the Bell Tower Hour. I hope Lucy Stone is still listening. But right with us right now is the amazing four duo. That's right. Sonder with us right now.
Hello, thank you for having us.
Hey,
going on?
Hey, so we almost didn't have everybody here at once. I'm glad you all showed up.
Yes.
This crazy storm today.
The spring snow almost. There was many booby traps that the rest of the band members set to prevent. They were like, "We don't want that singer here."
He almost Axl Rosed us.
That would have been bad. But that song you just heard was by Sonder. That song was Siren Calling. That's coming off your new album, Entanglement.
Yes.
Right. That's awesome. And that album is coming out very soon. That's April 16th physically.
Yes.
Day before, though, you can get that digitally.
Yeah, so it'll be on iTunes and everything next Friday. And physically on the 16th. Yeah.
Heck yeah. Why don't you tell me a little bit about the history of the album? I mean, I know a lot of it's based off of the really cool single per month project you guys had, but how did the album come together?
Oh, so I mean, yeah, so it kind of all stems out of the single project, but I mean, it's been something that we've been talking about before, like a long time before the singles project, is that it always had been the plan to take all these songs and make them into a full-length album. So basically, you know, we did the single last year and then spent these past 3 months kind of taking them and making them into something cohesive. So like kind of having the songs, work together nicely. It's definitely a different order than we released them.
Right.
And we have an extra track called Words to Say that will be on this album.
Well, that's really interesting that you mentioned that you released all these songs. If anyone listening is not aware, you released all these singles, one single per month for a whole year. And yeah, you release them in a certain order, and you kind of experience them in a certain order, and then you release an album, but maybe it's different, and it's also changed.
How did you make it cohesive? Like, how did you did you guys have that plan before with the singles project? You knew what song was going to go where on the album, and then you just released it based on when
pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's not like quite in the order of when the songs were released. Like they were totally rearranged, but I think you guys had a good idea of maybe where things would eventually end up.
Yeah, and like we recorded interludes and stuff to make it all like flow together and remixed everything, so it's all one thing.
Brand new.
Yeah, because you guys were with us.
Polished.
You guys were with us last year in 2015, and we played some songs. And I think we're playing one song that we played before, but it's remastered.
Yep.
To me, it's a new version. I mean,
Yeah.
Silhouettes. That's probably my favorite before.
Yeah.
Still, I'm a circa guy,
Yeah.
so that kind of hardcore feel I'm about. So we're gonna hear that later, but right now I want to play About Time.
Yes.
Awesome. Now you want to explain that a little bit, Ryan, before we?
Sure. Yeah. I mean that song was our August single from last year, but that one we really broke down and made a lot more colorful for the record, and everything has its own space. And I mean that song, around the time we had finished it, that was one thing that was funny about all the songs, is like kind of like started as being the writer of them, and really probably being the themes of them were closer to me because they were coming from me, but obviously everyone in the band can relate to what we're working on. That's why we're a band together. But I kind of felt myself reliving the concepts of every song, or kind of my life started molding around, every month was like revolving around that concept of that song, which is very strange, especially as we like progressed. And in the beginning we had Backwards Ambition, and things were like weird and like uncertain in life, and then we started having more bright songs like Late October along the way, and Siren Calling, and things were a lot more positive. And then About Time ended the summer with a love song, like probably the only really traditional love song on the record, in the sense of I love you, you love me, not so much like the other side of love, which is so much more interesting as a writer to explore, especially for me. Can touch on a lot more subject matter that way, because that's unfortunately more what I can relate to. But About Time, it was cool because I had a really cool relationship. At first it was really cool, and that song was all about realizing, like, no matter what hardships you've gone through before and you feel like you've lost love, that you can love again, and it's a feeling that comes out of nowhere, and finally you're falling again, and it's about time. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know when that happens, and it's hard to know when you're actually ready, and it's really a feeling that just creeps out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
I like that.
But then, of course, as I said, if you followed our singles project, the songs got darker and darker, and that's where everything went again. But things are bright again, and this album's coming out, and I'm stoked. And this is About Time, and I hope you fall in love to it.
All right, it's about time. It's about time. Let's listen to About Time by Sonder. Here we go.
I can hear your voice, though you are not speaking. I have made this choice again and again, climbing up the stairs with every doubt in my feet. I can feel my pulse moving in rhythms to a sound. Knocking on your door, the hinges moving with the creep. Rehearsed every word, forget them when our tide has meeting midnight's reward. Our bodies moving with the rhyme, finally pull me close and whisper it's about time. Finally, it's about time. Finally, 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 it's about
It's 1:56 p.m. is the Bell Tower Hour.
We're going over.
We're going over. We're
Going
bad.
over the Bell Tower Hour.
That song we just heard was About Time by Sonder. They just explained it a little bit. We're talking about the new album. This comes out April 15th and 16th.
Yes.
Depending on what you're trying to do. Digital, 15th, physical, 16th.
Yes.
And it's really easy, too, because you can get the physical copy at the show you'll be playing for this release at Johnny Brenda's, right?
Yes.
And you were even saying, Mike, that you might have some discounted physical copies, right?
Yeah.
Go
So
to-
the day of the show, we're going to be running a special on the CD. So $5, you can pick up the CD. It's basically what it costs us to make it. So we're just trying to get the music out there. So come by and pick one up.
Right,
Great price. It's 13 songs in there, right? So
Yes,
that's
13 songs.
for
One's
$5.
hidden, so you have to listen to find that.
You might need that.
Yeah. But yeah, it'll just be like, it's a $10 price point, I think, for the show. And we have the Loud Company and Wild Rompet opening the show. So we're stoked to have them a part of this celebration. And you just walk in the door if you want a CD. They're $5. And we have new cool T-shirts, right, Steve?
Yo.
Yes.
Steve is the merch
Steve kind of
man.
designed that. He is the merch man.
Yeah.
You designed them.
That's what the kids call me, merch man.
He placed them on the
What
T-shirt.
was the Hotsman?
He's a Hotsman. He loves his hot sauce.
I got to remember that.
Yeah, they call him the Hotsman.
Well, okay, back to the album, I mean, that's clearly just so big for you guys. I just want to talk about it. I guess, with the release coming up, what's your plan, once you drop it? What's the next step,
I guess we want to try to start contacting labels and just to see really anyone who's interested. Start to play shows a little bit more outside of Philly. Kind of maybe look to do like a tour with the album. Just try to get the music out to other people.
Right.
Definitely more content. We're gonna be shooting a video for the song that we have been pushing as the lead single so far, called "Along the Way." I've Been Alive. We plan on starting production for that in May, and hopefully have that video out early summer. Because I think that's the next important thing for us, to have like a really professional looking video.
Right, I'd love to see it too.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun concept if we can achieve everything we have on paper already. We storyboarded. But yeah, as Mike said, we are dead set on really reaching out to several labels that we've been really researching and thinking and might really enjoy what we're working on. And finally, we're lucky we have a year and a half of promotion and a package to put together with everything from like you guys helping us out and XBN and all these articles that have come out that we have it all in this EPK now. And now we can send that with a physical album.
Right, you guys have a lot of press, within
Yeah.
Philly too, which is really going to be great. Just for you guys, I'm hype about it.
It's it's weird, man. I don't. It's like it's cool because I
Right.
still wake up in my room where it's so messy. I haven't cleaned because I've been
Same.
for the last year and a half not really living
Right.
a real life.
Well, you mentioned Along the Way. You're going to do a video for that, but that is that's also the 104.5 single right now, right? It's getting a lot of attention to that. And your relationship with 104.5 is really interesting. And we were just talking about off air your cover of a Today by the Smashing Pumpkins. I actually just saw that on YouTube through 104.5. But how did that come about? What's I know you guys have a good relationship with them, but if you could touch on that even
Well, when I was student teaching, one of my co-ops, she was a rock band teacher chick as well. So she played in this band called Turning Violet Violet. Her name was Sarah Gouldish, and she was really nice. And she had been personal friends with Wendy for a while, and she always knew I wanted to write and stuff. I didn't want to become a teacher right after grad school, and she just gave me Wendy's personal email and started a dialogue. And I'd sent Wendy some demos at that point, and she gave good feedback. And then so Wendy was kind of just linked into what Sonder was doing for the last 3 years, and as it started building up and, we got to meet in person, and I don't know, I think she just connected with the music. We just became friends because she is a very genuine, beautiful person.
Yeah,
She's awesome.
they're
She's
all
really
so cool, from Wendy, Jesse, Cole, Steven.
just to
they
hang out
don't have to do what they do for local bands, not even
Nah,
just
'cause
us.
they're
They
big
help out
business
so many
radio,
people, but they do it anyway, and that's super cool.
But I would say that, that we do have people asking us, and it's like, I don't know, how did you become friends with your second grade friend? I don't know. It just kind of it developed. I don't know.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so we try not to put too much light on that because they're just people as well. But we're some at 104.5 is playing Along the Way from time to time right now, and we're stoked about it. It's crazy.
Yeah. Awesome.
But you guys are also playing our songs, and I'm really stoked about that too.
We're stoked.
And I'm
you're
very happy
stoked.
that you even care to have us here right now on a snowy Sunday. So thank you so much.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
So the next song we're gonna play, and before you guys head out of here, is "Silhouettes," which is my favorite. I've mentioned it probably a bunch of times because I'm a big emo guy. But
yes. This song is probably this one and Entanglement are probably the darkest themes. I would say Backwards Ambition too, but yeah, I'm stoked for everyone to to hear this new mix. And remember, you can get your physical copy for Record Store Day exclusively in 1 week at Siren Records in Doylestown, or you can come to party with us here in Philly, baby, at Johnny Brenda's.
April 16th.
April 16th, and you can get a CD for only $5.
What time is the show?
The show doors will be at 8, and Loud Company will kick it off at 9, and then we'll be on around 11, I think, and we have a cool set put out.
And if you've never been to Johnny Brenda's, it's really cool. Especially, it's just you're never far away from the stage. Every point of view is a good point of view. Sounds good.
Awesome. So it was definitely a big dream. Like 4 years ago, I always wanted to play there. Now we get to release our first album there, and
super exciting.
Very exciting.
Kat is excited.
I'm so excited.
Kat, tell them how excited you are.
So excited.
All right, so we're gonna play "Silhouettes" right now by Sonder. Thanks, guys, for coming in. Seriously.
Thanks, Dale. Appreciate it.
All right, and their album's
Flyers.
coming out. Go Flyers! Their album's coming out. Entanglement. You better buy it. You better buy it.
Better
And,
buy it.
You better buy it.
This song is "Silhouettes" by Sonder. Here we go.
Sitting on a train, contemplating this. Thought you might get ahead with distance, but you work yourself to the bone, trying to meet that deadline. You swear on your heart and skull that you won't slip by. Your mind's eye set on Hallows Eve. Bidding them creatures are possessed with vixen. But your doctors are pointing out these discrepancies. What hordes of silhouettes are reaching to get free. Left, I know all your tricks. Praying so hard for the hands to fall, but soon you realize you have nothing at all. And when you so long that I see through this, got no moves left, I know all your tricks. Praying so hard for the hands to fall, but soon you realize you have nothing at all. Soon you realize you have nothing at all.
of media and law enforcement interviews by many of the witnesses who testified. They heard from 3 medical examiners and experts on blood, DNA, toxicology, firearms, and drug analysis. They examined hundreds of photographs, some of which they asked to be taken. They examined various pieces of physical evidence. They were instructed on the law and presented with 5 indictments ranging from murder in the first degree to involuntary manslaughter. Their burden was to determine, based upon all of the evidence, if probable cause exists to believe that a crime was committed and that Darren Wilson was the person who committed that crime. There is no question, of course, that Darren Wilson caused the death of Michael Brown by shooting him, but the inquiry does not end there. The law authorizes a law enforcement officer to use deadly force in certain situations. The law also allows all people to use deadly force to defend themselves in certain situations. So the grand jury considered whether Wilson was the initial aggressor in this case, or whether there was probable cause to believe that Darren Wilson was authorized as a law enforcement officer to use deadly force in this situation, or if he acted in self-defense. I detail this for 2 reasons. First,
Game over. Game over. Game over.
You are now listening to the Bell Tower Hour.
Game over. Game over. Game over.
It's 2:08 p.m. We're going over this time. No big deal, though. I'm not worried. That song you just heard was Real Bleep Life by Soul Glow. Before that, we just had Sonder in here. They just left, but that last song was Silhouettes by Sonder. They're awesome. Guys, check out their album Entanglement, April 16th. Their show at Johnny Brenda's, April 16th. But right now, Tara, you want to talk about what's going on?
Yes, we have some very special guests coming right now. We have the Josh Lee Quintet. We
Hey.
have 2 members of them right now.
Josh Lee
and
duo.
Liam. Yes, yes. So we have them in. They're actually going to be playing, starting up for Magda on the show on the 14th. So
And where's that?
excited for that. That is at Time in the Absinthe Lounge. So definitely check them out. They're going to be playing a little bit of songs, and then we're going to come back and talk to them. And then we have an upright bass here, and we have a sax here. So I'm excited.
All right, so Josh Lee Quintet. Let's hear it. Awesome, guys. Awesome. You guys want to take a seat and we'll talk a little bit, or do you... Okay, so let's see. Yeah, what was the name of that you just played?
That was a tune by the great Benny Golson entitled "Stablemates."
Stablemates,
Yep.
Benny Golson. Hey, I really did like that too. And you guys have a full arrangement with that song too, with the rest of the band members?
Yeah, we have well, the group will consist of saxophone, trumpet, bass, drums, and piano. So,
Hey, that's a quintet.
Yeah.
That's one. So, all right, like, let's get down dirty. What's the history of the Josh Lee Quintet? Where does that come from?
It's relatively new, right?
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, we've been playing together for the last 3 or 4 years, ever since we've come to Temple. So it's kind of, yeah.
Are you guys in Boyer or?
Yeah, we all go to Boyer College of Music.
Hey,
Mhm.
that's awesome. You guys are killing it. That's really
thank
awesome
you.
too. I really like that. And
Thank
both of you. So, what's you guys are coming to play the Fuzzy Logic Magda Meringue release show? That's April 14th.
Yep.
That is at Time Center City. You guys have anything else coming up? You guys got shows you want everybody to know about, or?
Liam, do you have anything?
I'm playing another duo gig actually at Sassafras Bar in I guess it's in Northern Liberties.
Sassafras.
Yeah, Sassafras.
Yeah, I've heard of that too. It's a good place.
On April 14th.
Hey, that's really cool. And I know you were talking about. Did you say a nonprofit?
Oh yeah, I recently co-founded a nonprofit with some other Temple students called Jazz Lives Philadelphia. So our mission is to well, we originally wanted to have our own venue, a new venue for jazz because there's not many around right now.
Right.
But currently we're working on promoting a summer concert series at Silk City.
Nice.
So we have 3 shows lined up. We have one, let's see if I get the dates right, June 15th, July 13th, and August 31st. Yeah,
Wow.
all.
We'll post that on social media.
Yeah.
Great,
That
thank
on
you.
Twitter,
Yeah,
too. Sure.
Silk City. That's actually a really nice place, I think, for jazz. That would be kind of cool, actually. Like,
yeah, jazz doesn't play there that often, so we're excited.
yeah, to take over that market too. I think you
Yeah.
got a lot of room. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
could definitely capitalize on that.
So we're also working on bringing master classes to local schools in the Philadelphia area. We actually have one next Friday. Which,
Wow.
which will be our first. So.
Did you hear of? I think it was in the summer that Philly Pops.
Yeah.
Was like reaching out more to
Yeah.
educate
They're great,
people. Yeah. So that's a similar mission. I mean, Philly's got a lot of music, obviously, but I really like what's going on with even helping people out with trying to attain music or to learn how to play it. So that's really cool that you guys have a similar interest with that.
So you can like us on Facebook, jazzlivesphiladelphia.org.
Awesome. And Josh Lee Quintet, you guys have a website or Facebook page I should direct you guys to, or?
It's
Still in the process.
Yeah, it's in the works.
Hey, this is it then. This is the premiere then of the Josh Lee Quintet, really. So that's awesome. I mean, thanks for coming in, guys.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you.
Thanks for playing.
Thanks for having
Seriously,
us.
I mean, we haven't had something like that happen, so.
We'd love to do it again sometime.
Have you guys played any other shows before this? Is going to be your first show as a band?
Oh, we
together?
played
Where
a
have you
lot,
played?
yeah. Just around Philly.
Just around.
Chris's Jazz Cafe, just
Yeah.
different
Cool.
different venues, you know.
Cool. So it's nothing new for you guys. though.
Nah,
Yeah.
we played at Time before too, so.
Do you guys play downstairs? Or-
Downstairs, yeah.
Usually they have like jazz during the week time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Very
great.
cool.
All right, well, it's starting to get springtime. I'd really like to see you out at the Bell Tower.
Oh yeah, we'll be doing that, right?
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be doing that.
We'll,
You know?
we'll be there.
Is it
sometime
really
soon.
springtime though? With all this
Yeah,
snow?
right. It's snowing today, so that's a bad call probably. But I really appreciate you guys coming in, and that's the second time we've had a live performance, and that was the best one out of the two. So, Josh Lee Quintet, thanks for coming in, guys.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Before we get out of here, we're pretty much going to wrap up, and we're done.
Thanks for sticking with us.
Thanks for sticking with us. We had Sonder. Check out their album April 16th. That's Entanglement. Magda Meringue. Check out Fuzzy Logic. That's April 14th, and their show at Time. And Josh Lee Quintet will be supporting them. So you just heard that jazz and all that jazz. So they'll be back for that. So right now let's hear Square Peg Round Hole. The song is Smashed. next weekend. I hope to hear you guys. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.